Hi, hello, welcoming all. This is the second lecture, the tutorial in the Revit Autodesk. In this class, we're gonna learn about the how to set up the levels and how to add the levels, then how to modify the levels, and then we'll understand how to create the grids, then how to change the grids, and how to rename the grids and how to customize the grids, as well as they will understand some of the features which are related to the grids as well as the walls. So before getting starting into your project, you just always make sure that you need to select on the template. I'm just selecting the architecture template. I'm just simply clicking on the OK. Fine. Now the tab has been opened this way. I just need to make sure that I have to enter, or maybe I have to draw a drawing in between this particular area. This is we call it as I told you in the earlier section, this is we call it as a level heads, or maybe the elevation, or maybe the viewports. Okay, so first is before starting any drawing, we wanted to set the levels that we called as the for example, the ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, maybe the terrace floor. That's how it works. So basically we want to define the levels. So in order to define the levels, we always wanted to make sure, or we wanted to go to the project browser tab. You'll select any one of the elevation. Say for example, I'm just having the elevations here. I'll go to the east section. Here by default you have these two levels which is created by the Revit by default. So I wanted to create the different levels here, right? So this the line which is stating this is showing the level or line, then you have the notation which level, and you have the level head. This is we call it as the level head. So now I want to rename, as of now is level 1, but I want to customize, or I want to rename this name. So in order to rename this, make sure that you are clicking this and you click on this particular text, and then you can edit, or you can write as your own. I'm writing simply as the ground floor and enter. So now I have changed my the first floor level 1 to the ground floor. Now again I want to go to the first floor. Here as well I want to change this. I want to create, or I want to add this as the first floor. So by default you have the only the two levels, but I wanted to add few more levels to my drawing. So in order to do what I have to do, either you go to the architecture tab, in the extreme corner you find the levels. You can just select and you can drag, maybe I'll keep it as a 4000 distance as the standard. I can click and I can drag and drop here. This is one method. So each time you can't able to do this with the perfection. So here as well, let me rename first. I simply rename as the second floor. Okay, so next is I want to create the multiple levels in the from I want to add few more levels to my drawing. In order to do that, what I have to do, I need to simply select on this particular which area, which level you want. You can select here, then you simply select on this create similar, or maybe the shortcut is CS. Okay, now the levels has been taken into consideration. Now how much distance you want, maybe I'll enter as the 4000. Okay, then I'm drop and leaving here. Okay, click, then it's fine. So now the level head has been changed. This is the ground floor, first floor, second floor, and this is, I'll mention it as the third floor. Okay, fine. Now I'll add the one more, or maybe two more I'll add. Let me. So in order to add the multiple of 3 or more, I have to go here, or maybe I'll go to the select this and CS, and you have the one more option called pick a lines. I have select the pick lines and go to the, there is option which is showing here. You can enter the offset, how much offset you want to create. I am entering as the 4000. Okay, I'm just selecting on the particular level where you need the offset. I'm selecting here. Okay, so suppose if I selecting on the downside of this particular level, the levels will going to generate below. As of now I'm selecting on the top of this particular existing level, the levels is going to set on the top. See here, right? See here, yeah. So now levels has been generated now, right? So this is how the level we should create or we should make before starting any drawing. So now the level has been created. Now I want to make sure if you want, you can just rename on each. I simply select here. Okay, sorry, this is, I'll make it as the thing, then I'll make it as the fourth floor. Say for example, assume one more, I want to explore the feature. In the fourth floor, you want to show the one more level exactly below here. Maybe as of now, I've just shown as the structure to structure, or maybe the floor finish level to the floor finish level. But you want to showcase the structural level here as well in the, or maybe the slab bottom level. So in order to add the slab bottom level for this particular fourth floor, what you have to do again, you can just select the grid line, levels. I'll simply go here and select on the how much it is, maybe a file 150 mm, and I can just select this way and I can drag and drop here. Basically here you can be able to look at, there are two levels which the naming has been overlapped each other. In this condition, what you have to do, see, you have to do is you need to simply click on this and you will find there is a break option. This you need to simply click on this particular icon. The wall is, or maybe the level head is going to drop this way. Again on the top you need to select here, you need to click on this, and the both will going to drop this way. There are two dots which is available. You take this and drag and drop. See, this has been gone up. Again this, if you want, you can just drag and drop, or maybe if you want, you can do this styling, or here as well. If you want, you can just create this way. This is basically works when you are having the multiple levels in particular floors. This what I told right now is going to useful for you. Okay, now basically this, the level has been added. Now I want to add some changes here. See, basically I want to add the thickness of this, or maybe the levels to a, or maybe the line height I want to increase. Then I want to change the, or maybe I want to remove this level heights. In order to do that, what I have to do, so I need to simply click on the levels, this particular line. Then in the top left side you have the properties section. In the properties section you can able to notice there is an icon, or maybe the option edit type. So in the edit type you have the project, this particular value, I mean the data. Then here there is a option called the graphics. Here you can able to notice the line weight which is showing here. I can just select and I can increase the value to the 6, and I can apply the line at, okay. Color also I want to change. Basically this the color has been showing as the black. If you want, you can change the color to the red color, add color, okay, and apply. So then I'm closing, okay. But basically we were doing the only for the ground floor, but it was taken all the floor as the same, and the color also been changed, but I don't want to do that. So basically, as I told you earlier as well, BIM works as the family type, or maybe the parametric system. So it's interconnected each other. If I do small one changes here, it is going to apply for all the things. So this is how the real example you can able to see. So now particularly I want to do small changes, or maybe the changes only for the ground floor. In order to do changes, once again I am clicking on the ground floor level, I'm going here. So I want to make the duplicate now. So basically I'm making the duplicate. I will add the ground floor copy. I simply add this, okay. Now I want to change the color to the maybe the blue color. Then I add the color, okay. Then okay, fine. Now you can able to notice, see, the ground floor, the color has been blue color, the rest of the levels color is the red. So again, if you want to change the, as of now, this the styling part, if I'm going here, I can just change the line pattern. As of now, the center, if you want, you can give the dash, apply here, so you can able to find the dash. Then if you want, you can just make the where is this solid also is possible. Basically I just keep as the, where is this dash and dot, right? So many other type of notation which is available. You can select whichever the the pattern you want. You can select. As of now, I'll simply select on the center and apply. Okay, now next one more feature is that basically as of now the symbol here, this is, we call it as the level head. So this we can enable and or maybe disable. As of now the circle has been here, or maybe if you don't want no bubbles, you can just simply select, it will go into disable. Okay, as of now the changes which is applicable only for the ground floor, because we have made the duplicate. So this and this families right now treating as the different families, right? So that is the reason it's not affecting to the above. So now I'll keep as the circle. Now the symbol length, this as of now I'm just applying. Okay, now so basically I want this level head in this side as well. In order to enable, again you have the option here, so you need to click on this symbol at end one default. So you need to simply click on this checkbox and apply. In the left side as well, you can able to notice this has been copied and it has been showing right now. The same way if you want to do the above floor as well, again I'm doing in the fast, going here and adding the and the levels on the left side, level head, I'm going apply all and closing. So this is the majorly, this is how the levels and the level types and the level modify tools is gonna works. The next in the project browse lister, you can able to notice in the floor section or the floor plan section, you have all the levels, whichever the level we have created here is already replicating here. So whenever or wherever we want to start the drawing, you can directly go to the whichever level you want, you can directly simply click on the ground floor. Now you can do drawing anything here in this particular section or my particular area. The only this level is going to maybe the drawing is going to apply. That's the understanding here. So the next is we want to add the grids. So one thing we have done is the level, the elevation. We have gone to the elevation, we have added the levels. Now we are going for the in any one of the levels and we are adding the grid lines. Basically I'm just going to the ground floor. So now I want to add the grid lines. So grid lines is also one of the major important primary steps we just need to do here. So in order to do the grids or maybe the set the grid, the same way you need to go to the architecture tab and in the extreme corner you will find the grids. This is, we call it this the symbol. So I need to simply click on the grid, or maybe I can just simply select on the GR or GR. I'm just selecting here and I can just I'll add the, or maybe I'll add manually first is the horizontal in this XY direction, XX direction, and again I'm just adding the 5000 intervals. Okay, then the same way here also you can able to notice as I'm writing or maybe as I'm drawing the different grids, automatically the names are changing. So I'm just deleting the third one. So now I want to do small changes here. Now I want to add few more what I can say, the grid lines. In order to add the few more grid lines, I simply select on the one particular grid and I simply select on the CS means create similar, and maybe I can just pick a line and you can just select the offset as the 5000 and I can just select here, select here, select here, select here and select here. All right, yeah. So now this is how the levels has been generated in one direction, but the grids, basically grid works in both direction, X and Y. So now I want to create in the another direction as well. So in order to create, I can just go skip here, or maybe I can just type the shortcut GR. Okay, now once again I'm entering this way and leaving here. So now basically you can able to notice the annotation for this has been continued from here. So I want to change the annotation for this particular elevation or maybe the direction. So now I'll simply rename this as the I'll here rename is as a alphabetic. I'll simply give as the alphabetic A. I'm enter. Okay, fine. Now the same way I'm just simply selecting on the CS I'm giving the pick a line. I'll give the offset as 5000. Okay, now I'll simply select here, select here, select here, this way, this way. Yeah, so now the grids has been added in the both the direction. Now you can able to notice the alphabetics has been changed accordingly. The number of grids has been added, right? So now I want to add, or maybe I want to add the grid naming on both the side here. As here also you need to simply click here and go to the edit type. Here also you will find the plan view symbol. This is you need to check and you apply. So on either side you'll going to see the namings or maybe the annotation. So this is how the grids is going to work. So maybe if you want to showcase the level, the distance, you can show distance. In order to add the distance, the shortcut is di, and you can measure di1 this way, select, okay, and close here. So this is basically the levels has been showing here. So the grids distances has been showing here. Now once again, if you want to add the entire length, I can add one more time, end to end, taking this and close. So in this direction as well, I'm adding the I. Okay, I'm adding the entire thing, and I'm adding the individual di. Okay, adding this way. Okay, adding and closing. So on the both the direction, the measurement is must and should it should be clear enough to understand everybody. So you need to make sure that this should be written in each levels and sections. Then this is done. Yeah, so hope you understood the grid concept right now. Yeah, the next is we will create one of the sample walls here. Okay, so in order to create the walls, let me give some simple example. Before creating any walls, you need to go to the architecture tab. Here you have the W wall, or maybe the shortcut is WA. Okay, you will going to open, or you will going to be able to see these kinds of properties. As of now, the wall thickness is 200 mm. I'm simply dragging this way, whichever the direction you want. You can simply first click and then you drag. As of now, you can able to notice that dragging direction is showing as well as the distances. I'm just selecting and leaving somewhere in here, and again whichever the direction you want. If you want, you can tilt as well. You have the how much degree you're rotating is you can able to notice. And again, if you don't want, you can just take the same in the direction of the straight line, 90 degree again, and close this. So yes, there is a small changes. So you can able to notice the joints has been not joined because I selected as the joint status as the disallow. As of now, I'm just selecting the joint status as the allow. I'm taking one more wall and joint status as selected as allow. Now okay, and okay as the okay, fine. Now you can able to notice this is the completely a seamless joint, and this means there is no these kinds of uncuts, right? These joints which are open right now, so that is not showing here. So this is the basically joint status. This should be always make sure that you allow this, right? Then you can able to notice this is how the walls is going to work. So now there is a small clarity I just want to give. See, basically one more, I'm just taking the wall. I want to give the wall section here. I'm taking this way. I'm just dropping here. So I have wrote one wall here, right? So this is on the ground floor. I'll go to the in order to understand much, I'll go to the east section. Here, see, in the elevation part, I'm just looking in the east. As of now, I have selected this wall, or maybe I wrote this wall. Once if I wrote the wall, you can able to notice in the property section you have this kinds of constraints. Basically the location line. As of now, the wall is selected as the center line. Center line in the sense, I'm just going to the, where is this, ground floor. I'm just taking one more wall here. I'm just selecting here. I'm dragging. As of now, the wall has been selected as the center line, location line, or maybe I can select as the core face or maybe the finish face. That means I'm selecting the wall center line, means you can able to notice here Here the wall is drawing from with respect to the center. I'm just selecting here. You can able to notice the wall is taking from the center of the existing wall and drawing this way and closing here. So this is, we call it as a center line. Suppose if you are selecting the core line, core center line, you will find here this way and here. This basically core line works when you are adding the multiple layers to the particular wall, the plastering and the on either side. That's how it works. Then you have one more section that is called the finish face exterior, that I'll show you right now how it works. I'm taken the one wall here. I'm just adding here. You can able to notice here the wall the reference point has been taken from the finish exterior, then again here and closing. Then you have the finish face interior. Now once again I'll show you this way. Okay, finish face interior. These are able to notice when you are adding the different finishing or maybe the different layers to the wall. Then one more is the core face exterior. Then I'm just taking this way. I have the core face exterior and you have this way and you can just close. See, this is when overlapped each other, it will understand there's one wall is coming, automatically this area will consume. So then you have the core face interior, then again this way, and you have yeah, this is, we call it as the core face interior. These are the different location line in the walls, right? So in order to view the walls in detail, as I told you in the earlier, you have this section. This is, we call it as the view or maybe the detail level. So as of now, detail I'll select as a coarse, I can select as the medium, or maybe I can select as the fine, and view I can just select it to the shaded. So you will find this in the shaded design. Okay, as of now the wall has been selected as the only the basic wall. That is the reason there is no properties which is showing. So okay, now say for example if you want to create different walls or different types, so in order to create what I have to do, I simply select on the, or maybe I'll give the command as WA. Okay, now I want there is one specific particular wall. So in order to create the specific wall, I have to do again, I need to click on the duplicate, or maybe you have, these are the predefined walls which from the Revit. Okay, I want my own wall I want to create. So in order to create, I simply select on the edit type. So I click on the duplicate. I want to create 200 mm, maybe say I'll say it as the brick wall. Okay, I'm selecting the brick wall. Now the brick wall has been duplicate has been done. Now I want to add the values as well. Here the values is 200 is fine. Now the material, which material you want to assign, here is you can have the option. Here you will find the material selection, material section. Here you will have the three little dots. You just need to simply click here. You will find the material browser library. You need to make sure and which material you want to add here. Okay, I'm just simply selecting this as the brick. I simply select and type for the brick common. Okay, as I so if I click on the brick, you have these kinds of features are the graphics. So in the elevation you're going to view this design, and if you have any cross section, you're going to see the this particular section or maybe the view. So I simply select on the OK and OK, and then you have the courses. These are the fine. This is the basic the analytical properties the Revit is going to show. This is the fine. Then you simply click on the OK. Now now you can able to notice the wall which I have created now has been showing here, right? Now again, once again, I can take this and close this way, and whichever direction I can write. See, so now as of now I'm just kept on the fine view and the realistic. Wait once again, I'll keep on the shaded. Yeah, the shaded you can able to notice the cross section, the section details, the shaded or maybe the diagonally the cross section details is available, and as well as the pre-decided color is going to show here. If you go to the realistic color, you're going to see this is how it gonna looks. right? So then I'm having the one more, let us say for example in this wall there is no plastering here. I'll keep it as the consistency color. So in this wall I don't have any plastering. I want to add the different layers to this particular wall. So in order to add, what I have to do, again I just need to go to the wall section, or maybe the wall WA. I have entered the command WA. Okay, now again I want to duplicate this, so I'm duplicating. I'm just adding the 200 mm wall with plaster. I'm adding the different layers to my wall. Okay, now I want to change the value as well. See, as of now the core is mine 200, but I'm adding the plastering on either side. So in order to add the plastering, I need to select on the particular top the core boundary, and in the below you will find the interior side. You are selecting the insert. That means one layer has been entered here, then one more you need to enter here. So basically this is the structure. The column number 1 and the column number 4 are the finishing items. So column number 1 is fine, the above the structure it is being laid, but here it's overlapped. So I want to make sure that this has to come down. So okay, now this has been arranged, but I need to assign the value. So what is the plastering thickness I want to assign here? Maybe I'll assume as 15 mm. Okay, then I think here as well I'll enter as the 15. Okay, this is the structural, these two are the wraps or maybe the finishing materials. Okay, I just need to simply click on the okay. Okay, fine. Now there are one more wall has been created in addition to the 200 mm thick wall, 200 mm wall with the plaster. I'm selected this. Okay, and now I'm simply selecting the, or maybe this, right? See, now if I zoom here, you can able to notice this, right? The core shell or maybe the wall or the brick, and you have the plastering thickness or maybe the plastering notation. In order to be better, I'll go here, view, I'll select as the wireframe. So you can able to notice here, right? You have the material with the plaster. This is the basically you can create these kinds of layers in the wall. So one more concept I want to showcase, or I want to show here is, so I'm taken a simple one wall. Wait, I'll go to here, one more here, WA wall. I'll add here this much and drop here. So as of now I have drawn the one of the level, I mean the wall in the ground floor, but I'm not sure from which level to which level it is being drawn. So in order to view, let me go to the, let me click on this, and I'll go to the east section. You have this wall, right? So this wall. So in as soon as if I click on this particular wall, in the left side you can able to notice there is a property line. So here the location line core face, that's the face we have selected as the this core face as the interior, that it is showing. Then base constraint, that means which is your this one, which is your base or maybe the base level you have selected, that's the ground level. Are you giving any base offset to particular this wall? Yes, if you want, as of now it's 0, that means I'm giving 300 mm as the base offset. So my wall is going to shift here. You can able to notice the wall has been shifted here. In order to see, let me measure here DI. I'm selecting here, sorry, see here the 300 mm has been shifted here, right? In the top as well it's gone up. So now I'm selecting once again here, here as well in the top. So this is fine. The bottom, the base offset has been cleared. Now the one more is the top constraint. So as of now it's been connected, as I mean showcasing as the unconnected, and the sense by default the Revit is going to take the top constraints as the unconnected. So but I don't want to make sure, I don't want to do that, because I want to specify these walls to a certain level. So in order to do that, I need to select the top constraint. So I need to simply select here, maybe I'll go to the till second floor. Okay, I'm just applying here. See, now you can able to notice the top floor, maybe the second floor has been aligned with the wall which is in the top floor here, or maybe the second floor. So now you have the one more option, we call it as the top offset. See, the wall has been created from the ground floor to the second floor, where ground floor you have the 300 mm offset, but in the top there is no offset here. If you want, you can just give you the offset. Maybe I'll give as a 450 mm. Simply select here. See, the 450 mm wall has been gone up, right? This is, you can call it as the, or maybe the constraint level, so that you can just define for the particular levels and particular walls, or maybe whichever elements you are creating. This is the major introduction, the about the tools, or maybe the particular sections. That's we have seen the, what is, one is the levels, as well as the one is the levels here, and as well as the grids which we have created. That means before starting any drawing, we wanted to make sure that we want to set the levels, and as well as the we want to set the grids. Again, when you are starting with the project, you can directly take a wall, and you can just select the whichever the wall you want. Maybe I'll select this, and you can draw the lines from where to where you want the drawings, or maybe the lines. As of now, the wall has been selected as the core center here, see here, right? But I want to make sure that if you select the core face as interior, that means this is the center part is the core, the interior is this, the exterior is this, right? This is how the grids is going to open, and you can just simply take the walls, whichever the walls, and you can select the walls here, or maybe I'll select as the face finish exterior. Select this way, you can close, you can take again, if you wish, you can take this way, right? Whichever the direction you want, you can add the walls and you can add the columns, right? And if you want to see in the realistic, you can show the shaded, right? See, this is how you can create the drawings. So yes, hope you understood the grids concepts as well as the level concepts, how to modify the levels, how to modify the grids, and what are the top constraints, and the creating of the walls and the types, and the wall joints concept, that's as we have seen in the middle. So yeah, you try to practice in yourself and you'll understand much, and these two steps are very important before starting any projects. Yes, let's catch up in the next module.